Box and whiskers plots. So this is actually pretty straightforward, but pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just draw a box and whiskers plot of the set of data below. And they gave us this data 47, 88, etc. First thing we want to do is rearrange the data from least to greatest. We want this from least to greatest. Einstein once said, why remember what's written down? So I see some people, they're like, oh, 47 is the lowest one. And then they move to the next one. Einstein really would tell you, just cross that out, right? Why remember if you've used it or not? So the data set would look like this: 47, then 61, then 70, right? Then 71, then 79, so then 79, then 88, and obviously the last number is 89. What I usually do is I go back and count and make sure I have all seven, however many numbers it is. In this case, it's a 7-number set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers, have them all. Then we want to find the median of the group. So that's the middle. So if I go to here, this is what I'm doing here. If I go here, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the middle one right there, isn't it? 71. So the median is 71. And then what you want to do is you want to look at the bottom. Now you want to look at all the numbers less than that and find the median of that group. The median of that group is 61. And then you want to go to the top set. There's 1, 2, 3 numbers over 71. So the middle of that group of numbers, in this case, would be 88, wouldn't it? So 88. So those are the three things that give us line. Now what I'm going to do is draw the line that we're going to graph this onto. I'm going to draw it from here to here. Now this is something that not everybody does. You have to be careful about this not to confuse yourself, but 47 is the lowest number, right? That's the lower extreme. The upper extreme is the highest number, which is 89. And now we're going to make this plot. Well, what I wonder is, what's the middle number between here and here? It just gives us a reference point, and I found out that the middle number, what I did is I added these two numbers, I divided by 2, and I got that the middle number was about 68. So this is what I'm going to do, just as something for me to look at. So I break this line in half. I'm like, okay, this is 61, no, 68. So 68. I know I'm drawing this in broken because this is not really important to this graph, except for to give us a way to look at it more clearly. Then I tried to find the middle of this line. So I added 47 and 68, divided by 2, and I got 57.5 or whatever it was. So I'm like, okay, the middle of this is 57 and change. So I'm just going to, as a marker, 57. And then I added these two numbers. Whoops, I added these two numbers, this one and this one. And I got 160 divided by 2 was 115. So I look for the middle of this line is 115. Now remember, this is not important. It's not that important. It may or may not be to your professor or your teacher, but it's a cool way of knowing if you're graphing this in proportion. So 61 is this median right here, isn't it? In fact, I'll put it in green. Right, it's this median right here. So that's this one. This is the lower extreme, or Q1, the lower quartile, and it's 61. That is part of our graph. The next number is 71, and I guess it's in yellow, so I'll keep it in yellow. So 71 compared to 68 would be over here somewhere, wouldn't it? Maybe here. Right? And the last one was 88. Look how far out that is. It's out there in orange. So I'm just showing you where I'm getting all this crap from. So 88 would be out here. Look at this thing. You can see how important this is. Now I'm just going to go ahead and connect all these dots. So here's our box and whiskers plot. And this is Q2, otherwise known as the median, and it has a value of 71. And this is Q3, and it has a value of 88. Now what you might want to do at the end is you might want to go back and get rid of all this crap that I put in here. But you can see it does show that this thing is pushed over way to the right, isn't it? Right? This thing is not evenly distributed. So I got rid of all that crap. And this is what your box and whiskers plot should look like. So this is the lower extreme, LE, lower extreme. This is UE, the upper, whoops, sorry, the upper extreme. LE is the lower extreme on the lower extreme. Your professor or teacher may or may not want the interquartile range, and if he or she did want that, you would take the Q3 minus Q1. So let's, you know what, we have a minute, let's do that. The IQR is the interquartile range, and it is equal to Q3 minus Q1, which is equal to 88 minus 61 in this case, which is equal to 27. So the IQR, the interquartile range, is that. And then there are other ways to figure out, is this number an outlier and is this number an outlier? But that's not part of this video. I hope this was straightforward and easy for you. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Your comments are always welcome. Thanks for the support. Seriously, thank you.